Are you striving to embrace your feminine energy only to feel it slip further from your grasp? Don't do this, because even the most sincere efforts can dim your radiance when guided by illusion, not truth. Welcome to Feminine Queen, where power is claimed not by chasing, but by choosing. Deeply, wholly unafraid. I'm your name, and today we're unraveling the hidden missteps that drain your feminine essence, leaving you exhausted where you should be exalted. Feminine energy isn't a checklist, it's the art of being alive. Raw, fluid, and unguarded. Yet too often, we trade sovereignty for strain, mistaking performative sweetness for true softness. Release control, they say, but how do you surrender without dissolving? How do you receive without shrinking? I've stumbled here too, believing rigidity was strength and silence was grace. This isn't about perfection, it's about permission. Whether you're awakening to this journey or refining your rhythm, these pitfalls often cloak themselves as growth, leaving you farther from your core. By the end, you'll reclaim the codes to just avoid these traps, but to flourish in your feminine force, with clarity, pleasure, and zero apologies. And love? Stay. That final mistake? It's the lie culture applauds, and your spirit will ache to reject. Let's dissolve the noise and rise. 1. The myth of solitary strength. Why receiving is revolutionary. Society sells you a lie, that independence means isolation. But feminine energy thrives in collaboration, not conquest. When you refuse help, you reject the universe's generosity. Receiving isn't weakness, it's a magnetic act. Imagine a rose refusing sunlight, insisting it can bloom in darkness. Absurd, right? Let others pour into you. Masculine energy craves the honor of providing. Deny them that, and you dim both your light and theirs. Sweet friend, I know that voice in your head. If I don't do it myself, it won't get done right. But what if letting someone else fold the laundry, pay the bill, or plan the date wasn't about them? It was about you. Receiving is how you whisper to the universe, I am worthy of ease. Try this. Next time someone offers to help, say thank you. That would be lovely. Instead of, no, I've got it. Watch how your shoulders drop. Watch how their eyes light up. You're not burdening them. You're gifting them the joy of giving. Magic. 2. Your worth isn't a resume, dissolving the achievement addiction. You are not your job title, your bank account, or your productivity. Feminine energy exists in being, not the doing. Think of the moon, it doesn't hustle to shine, it simply is. Yet society trains you to equate value with grind culture. Strip that programming. Your essence, your laugh, your empathy, your quiet grace, is your birthright. Success? Let it be a byproduct of alignment, not a shackle. Oh, darling, let's play a game. Imagine you're at a party and someone asks, what do you do? Instead of rattling off your job, say, I do my best to laugh daily, savor slow mornings, and love fiercely. Watch their reactions shift from polite nods to genuine curiosity. Your worth isn't in your output. It's in how you make people feel. Stillness isn't laziness. It's where your feminine essence refuels. So cancel a task today. Replace it with staring at clouds. You'll feel rebellious and radiant. 3. The whisper you've been silencing. Your intuition is a superpower. Logic has its place, but your gut is the oracle your soul trusts. Intuition isn't a maybe. It's your body's primal intelligence screaming truths your mind rationalizes away. Ever ignored a gut feeling and regretted it? That's your feminine voice gagged by doubt. Train it like a muscle. Pause, breathe, listen. The more you honor it, the louder it roars. Let's get playful. Your intuition speaks in riddles sometimes, doesn't it? Mine once told me to avoid a perfect job offer. Turns out the CEO was a nightmare. Thank you, gut. Here's a tip. Wear a bracelet or ring. When you need guidance, touch it and ask, what's true? Your first thought, that flash of yes or nope, is your intuition. No overthinking. Trust that tiny ping in your chest. It's your soul's GPS, love, and it adores you too much to steer you wrong. 4. Self-care as soul alchemy, beyond bubble baths. Forget treat yourself cliches. True self-care is rebellion. It's saying I matter enough to nourish my nervous system. Dance naked at dawn. Write rage letters and burn them. Let tears cleanse stagnation. When you prioritize your vitality, you declare your existence sacred. And darling, the world needs sacred women, not martyrs. Sweet soul, let's get real. When's the last time you peed without rushing? Ate a meal without scrolling? We've turned self-care into another chore. Let's flip the script. What if brushing your hair became a ritual of self-blessing? What if saying I'm resting today felt as powerful as a CEO's I'm in a meeting? Your energy is your empire. Guard it like the treasure it is. Tonight, try this. Light a candle, stare at the flame, and whisper, I am my own sanctuary. Feel that? That's your feminine spirit sighing. Finally, she gets it. 5. The volcano within. Why repressed emotions erupt. Emotions aren't flaws, they're fire. Suppress them and you risk an inferno. Society labels passionate women dramatic, but what's more dramatic than a culture terrified of feeling? Cry, scream into pillows. Let joy crack your ribs open. Your tears water the gardens of your resilience. A feminine queen doesn't fear her heat, she channels it into creation. Love, I need you to hear this. Your anger isn't too much. Your grief isn't messy. They're proof you're alive. Remember when you were little and stomped your foot when mad? Let's reclaim that honesty. Next time frustration bubbles up, grab a pillow and growl into it. Yes, growl. Then laugh at how primal it feels. Emotions are energy. Let them move. Your feminine body is a river, not a dam. Let it flow, darling. I promise you won't drown. You'll rise. 6. Pleasure as a political act. Rewire your relationship with desire. Pleasure isn't frivolous. It's your divine currency. Every bite of dark chocolate, every sunbeam on skin, every moan of ecstasy is a middle finger to a world that profits from your exhaustion. Sensuality isn't for anyone else. It's your rebellion. When you prioritize joy, you destabilize systems built on your depletion. Let's play a game, gorgeous. For one day, track every microjoy. The way your sheets feel fresh out of the dryer, the smell of rain on pavement. Let yourself linger there. Notice how your shoulders drop? That's your feminine essence purring. More of this, please. Here's your homework. Buy the expensive peach. Eat it slowly, juice dripping down your wrist. Let it be a sacrament. The patriarchy fears a woman who knows her own bliss. So savor loudly, unapologetically, rebelliously. 7. The masculine isn't your enemy. Dance of dualities. Feminine energy isn't about erasing your yang. It's about orchestrating it. Use your masculine to build boundaries, execute plans, then surrender to flow. A queen knows when to strategize and when to melt. Balance isn't 50-50, it's fluidity. Burnout happens when you weaponize productivity against your softness. Darling, think of your energies like a dance. Some days you lead, crushing goals, organizing life. Other days you follow, napping, daydreaming, receiving. The magic? You choose the music. Feeling rigid? Time to sway your hips while making dinner. Overwhelmed? Write a to-do list, then burn it safely. You're not a machine, you're a symphony. Let the movements change. And if you mess up the rhythm, laugh. Perfection is the enemy of the divine feminine. This isn't a gentle nudge. This is the universe grabbing you by the shoulders, staring into your soul and roaring, enough hiding. You've flirted with self-doubt, bargained with fear, and worn masks to please a world that thrives on your silence. No more. What follows isn't theory, it's a battle cry, a war drum echoing in your bones. If you're still here reading these words, it's because a part of you already knows. You were born to burn brighter than the systems that tried to dim you. This is your moment to rewrite the story they handed you, to tear up the script of too much and not enough. Let's dismantle the cages, the patriarchy in your mind, the perfectionism in your veins, the apologies clogging your throat. You are not here to fit. You are here to rupture, to rise, to lead with a ferocity that terrifies every lie you've ever swallowed. The throne isn't waiting, it's yours. Now, claim it. 8. The art of sacred selfishness, boundaries as love letters. Selfish is a slur hurled at women who dare to prioritize themselves. Let's redefine it. A no to others is a yes to your sovereignty. Protect your energy like a dragon guards gold. You cannot pour from an empty chalice, and the world needs what you're here to give. Repeat after me, love. I am allowed to choose me. Say it louder. Now let's practice. Next time someone asks for a favor that drains you, smile and say, I can't, but I'm rooting for you. No excuses. Watch how the sky doesn't fall. Boundaries aren't rejection, they're self-respect in action. Your energy is finite. Would you let a stranger drain your bank account? No? Then why your soul? Guard your yeses like precious gems. The right people will admire your clarity. 9. The myth of too much. Your amplitude is your anthem. Too sensitive? Too loud? Too wild? Too alive? Good. The feminine isn't meant to be palatable. Your too much is someone else's lifeline. Stop shrinking to fit cages built for sparrows. You're a phoenix. Burn brightly. Darling, you're too much is my favorite thing about you. That intensity, it's your superpower. Think of every woman who's ever inspired you. Frida Kahlo, Maya Angelou, Beyonce. They didn't whisper, they roared. So wear the glitter eyeshadow to the grocery store. Belt Adele in traffic. Let your laugh echo. The right tribe will find you. The ones who say, thank God you're here. We've been waiting for your light. 10. Rituals over routines. Infuse magic into the mundane. Turn coffee into ceremony. Let skincare be a prayer. Fold laundry like you're caressing silk. The feminine thrives in reverence. Mundane moments, they're portals to presence. When you ritualize the ordinary, you alchemize it into art. Here's a secret. The divine lives in details. Tomorrow morning, stir your coffee clockwise and whisper, I invite joy. Slip into silk pajamas just for you. When folding socks, pretend you're tucking love notes into each pair. Mundane becomes magic when you infuse it with intention. Your life isn't a waiting room for someday, it's a living altar. Worship here, now. This is where the feminine thrives. 11. The lie of having it all. Surrender as strategy. Chasing balance is a trap. Some days you'll be a warrior, others a womb. The feminine thrives in cycles, not checklists. Let go of perfection. Surrender isn't defeat, it's trust in divine timing. Love, you're not a circus act balancing plates. You're the whole circus, the glitter, the mess, the roaring crowd. Some days conquer the world. Others, watch Netflix in fuzzy socks. Both are holy. Track your cycle like the moon. Menstruating, cancel plans. Ovulating, host a dance party. Surrender isn't giving up. It's letting life love you through every season. 12. Your body is a temple, not a trophy. Stop punishing it for existing. Feed it poetry. Adorn it in fabrics that sing. Move it in ways that spark euphoria, not punishment. Your hips, your scars, your stretch marks, they're hieroglyphs of your story. Worship them. Let's try something radical. Stand naked before a mirror. Trace your stretch marks and whisper, thank you for expanding with my dreams. Cup your belly and say, you've held my fire. Your body isn't a project. It's a partner. Dress her in colors that make your soul hum. Dance like no one's watching because they're not. Feed her dark chocolate and kale. Both are acts of love. You're not a mannequin. You're a miracle. 13. The crown is heavy, but you were born to wear it. Feminine energy isn't fragility. It's ferocity in velvet. You are both the rose and the thorn. The world will try to unseat you. Let your softness be your armor. Your vulnerability? A weapon. Now rise. Queen. Darling, your crown isn't in the future. It's here. Every time you choose authenticity over approval, you hammer gold into its jewels. Feeling unworthy? Touch your collarbone. That's where your ancestors placed their hopes. You carry queens in your DNA, so stumble, fall, then rise again, lipstick smudged and laughing. The throne isn't a place, it's a posture. Chin up, heart open, reign. If you've resonated with today's truths, let this be your reminder. Feminine energy thrives not in the absence of chaos, but in your sovereign response to it. Stoic philosophy teaches us that true power lies not in controlling the external, but in mastering the internal, aligning your energy with what is, not what you wish could be. Precious one, I want you to close your eyes for a moment after reading this, of course. Place your hand over your heart. Feel that? That's your feminine pulse. Steady, ancient, unbreakable. No matter how chaotic life gets, this is your anchor. You don't need to fix yourself to be worthy. You're already the poem the universe wrote when it dreamed of magic. Every mistake we've uncovered today is rooted in resistance. Resisting stillness, resisting imperfection, resisting the natural rhythms of giving and receiving. The Stoics called this fighting reality, and it fractures your radiance. Instead, embrace the duality. Soften without dissolving, hold boundaries without rigidity, and let your energy flow like water. Adaptable, yet unyielding in its essence. Here's a secret. The most feminine thing you can do? Enjoy your life. Dance in the grocery store. Wear the red lipstick on a Tuesday. Let your joy be a rebellion against everything that tries to shrink you. The world needs your light, love, not another exhausted woman pretending she's got it all together.